Well, hello, Aquarius. Happy birthday. It's Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot, and today we're doing a quick reading using the Unfolding Path Tarot, one of my favorites. And I have to point out, I am testing a new camera setup, but I am still learning how to display the cards in focus and in the light. So bear with me as I learn this new skill. But I am going to go ahead, give the deck a good shuffle for you, and I'll meet you on the other side of the shuffle for your reading. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what we've got. The Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Nine of Wands. And the energy we start with is the Moon. Okay, so with the Moon, we find you in a place where you're full of ideas, maybe fantasies, dreams. The Moon is a card of a lot of subconscious energy that's trying to find its way to the light. And if you happen to be an artist, Aquarius, this is a really good place to start if you're working on an artistic or creative project. It finds you full of ideas, full of a capacity to think outside of the box, to use maybe memories or past experiences to influence your art, or even maybe your shadow side, or things you haven't explored can come to light through your art. Now, for those of you who aren't artists, this would be a time maybe when you're experiencing a little bit of confusion as things are more in a dreamy, impermanent place. It might feel like you're in a little bit in the dark about the things you want to count on. But this is just a phase. This is just a time when you can explore your fears and maybe find a place to work with them instead of letting them distract you or pull you from your path or your more practical existence. The Moon isn't anything to be afraid of, but it does tend to indicate a time when fantasies or impressions take on a bigger role over conscious, practical thought or logical thought. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but depending on what you're going to use it for or what you're moving forward to in the new year. It can either help you or it can be something you need to consciously work with. Now, the first sort of event or situation we find here is the Ace of Wands. Now, this is a very creative energy. So that's why I'm leaning towards some of you out there being artists, either actors, musicians, writers. This is an excellent influence for starting a new project like a book or a screenplay, something like that. It finds you full of inspiration, full of ideas, perhaps from your past or your shadow side. Let's see, there we go. That you can use in your book or whatever this creative piece is. Now, again, for some of you who aren't pursuing creative endeavors, this could also be an athletic time. The energy of the wands has a vital energy or a physical energy, action, right? So, especially this time of year when people are putting in to place new routines, exercise, eating healthy, plotting and planning, that sort of thing. This energy can be that excitement, that energy that keeps you on the path, on the healthy health trend. And the next card we have here is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card about connecting to a community, committing to a community of like-minded individuals. And usually there is a healthy, a social justice or a sort of helping out your community with the help of like-minded friends. So this could be joining, like the Rotary Club or something like that, or just even your school board, PTA, something like that, something where you can help a cause or a sub-community that you care about. This could be this effort or this connection could be inspired by this newfound energy to build on healthiness or healthy choices. Now, the last card we have here is the Nine of Wands. Let's see, can we see this? The Nine of Wands typically depicts a character who is kind of still in battle, someone who has been through it, who's put a lot of effort, a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and into a project or an endeavor or pursuing a goal, and there's still a little bit more to go. There's still a little bit more energy required, a little more effort required to reach kind of that goal or the success or feeling a sense of victory around something that you've put effort and energy into. So let's review. We're starting in a place where there's a lot of access to dreams, fantasies, subconscious influences. And for artists, that's a really good. Artists can make use of those fantasies and subconscious workings in their art to inspire their art. For folks who are more practical minded, there's just the reminder with this card that now is a phase where things might not seem clear or practical, but it's just a phase, and you can be inspired by the dreams, the fantasies, but it's not a time when you should be making big decisions based on these, or life-changing, life-altering decisions based on these kinds of fantasies or feelings. But it is useful to be aware of these influences moving forward. We see you kind of starting out this next phase with a lot of enthusiasm, inspiration, whether it's for a creative project or for some of you, a health or fitness regime. There's a piece about joining a group of like-minded individuals to improve a community, to participate in a cause or a social justice. There's very much a sort of non-profit endeavor that's associated with this card. And Aquarians, by the way, are the sign most likely to be involved with nonprofit and sort of volunteer work. Finally, even though volunteer work or this nonprofit or whatever this social justice piece is, possibly, or joining a church, getting involved with your school, it is going to feel like a lot of work, but it's inspired work. It's the kind of thing that makes you feel, as much as you have to push through, as much as you have to consciously keep moving forward and keep at it, it's a worthwhile cause that will fill you with a real sense of satisfaction and purpose at the end of it. So that's a very interesting reading, Aquarius. I am very interested to hear if you'd like to share about what this piece might be for you, your social cause, or whatever you're volunteering for. Please feel free to share it in the comments below. I'd love to know how that's hitting or where that's hitting in your life. But in any case, I hope you are inspired. I hope this gives you some encouragement to make some of those choices and to keep moving forward despite a phase where there's more shadow than light. But shadow in a, working with your past, working with subconscious influences, not like spooky stuff. Well, maybe spooky stuff if you're into spooky stuff. Anyway, I digress. Thank you so much for joining me today, Aquarius. I hope you like your reading. Until next time, take good care.